Elon Musk's SpaceX has never failed to amuse its audience, and with the upcoming giant mechanical arm that is being built called the Mechazilla, it plans on doing so once again. With the objective of catching a rocket falling at unimaginable speeds from the atmosphere, the folks at SpaceX certainly have a challenge placed in front of them. So what exactly is the Mechazilla, and how does it plan on catching one of the biggest rockets in the world? Stay tuned till the end to find out these shocking details. Often referred to as the robot chopsticks, the SpaceX tower that is designed to catch the rockets during landing is one of the only things that can prevent a fatal crash of the spacecrafts onto the ground and is currently standing at around 450 feet in height. For the time being, Musk's main concern is to ensure that the Mechazilla is able to cope with the launch of SpaceX's biggest spacecraft, the Starship. So let's first understand what the Starship is and why is handling it so challenging. Currently, the world's tallest rocket was NASA's Saturn V, which has blown the minds of all who have witnessed it. However, Elon Musk's Starship plans on taking this to another level. Expected to stand at a height of 394 feet and with a liftoff thrust of 16 million pounds, the Starship, which is under development, could become the world's highest and most powerful rocket. Consisting of two parts, the Super Heavy booster, which stands at roughly 230 feet, and the Starship spacecraft, which stands at another 160 feet. The Starship is a fully reusable rocket that can launch over 100 tons or 200,000 plus pounds of cargo or 100 passengers into space at once. Starship's body is made completely of stainless steel rings, and each ring has a diameter of approximately 30 feet, making it the largest any rocket has ever seen. Musk also stated in one of his interviews that the tanks hold around 8 million pounds of propellant, 6.2 million pounds of liquid oxygen, and 1.8 million pounds of liquid methane. To put it in a nutshell how dangerously huge this is, assume that even if one were to make a small hole in the tank of the Starship, the leakage would be so intense that the toxic release could burn a forest as big as Texas within 48 hours. So, now that you have an idea of how big the Starship is and how much it holds, you probably understand why the Mechazilla is so important to SpaceX and how its failure can cause the loss of billions of dollars. So now let's understand about the Mechazilla. Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, described how the new Mechazilla orbital grasping arm would aid the Starship rocket in August 2021. The objective is to catch the ship and its Super Heavy rocket on their way back to Earth. The method could be an improvement over the drone ships that are now used to return Falcon 9 rockets to Earth following missions. The success of the Mechazilla can be a complete game changer for SpaceX and in turn humanity, since its success could enable launching the Starship and other spacecrafts into space up to 3 times a day as well. This basically means that Musk's goal of establishing humanity to become multiplanetary by 2050 can become a clearer goal. SpaceX will try to catch the largest ever flying object with robot chopsticks, Musk posted on his Twitter page on August 30. Success is not guaranteed, but the excitement is, he further commented. And boy, is the excitement there. It's one of the most daring aspects of a spaceflight mission that's already breaking new ground. However, if Musk actually plans on establishing a base on Mars, he'll have to arrange for 10,000 plus launches in the next 30 years, which counts up to 333 launches every year. So be ready, SpaceX, you probably won't be getting a holiday on Sunday. Furthermore, to make this happen, Musk's total cost will come up to trillions of dollars at the very least. The ship will support all of SpaceX's current missions, while also laying the path for more ambitious goals such as a moon base or a Mars metropolis, which, as we all know, is the end goal for Musk. While the scenario is already set to be visually stunning, Mechazilla has the potential to make it even more so. As we all know, Musk has given the launch tower next to the Starship launch pad the name Mechazilla. The launch pad is at the company's Starbase facility in Texas, where the rocket will make its inaugural orbital mission later this year. But many were wondering, why the name Mechazilla? To this, Musk said on Twitter in April 2021 that if it had legs, it would resemble Mechazilla. This is most likely a reference to the Godzilla character Mechagodzilla, which was first seen by the world in the 1974 film Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. And as the world knows, Musk always likes a good science fiction reference for his company's product names. So what does the Mechazilla do? Rocket launch towers are nothing new. From the ground to the top of the Lightning mast, the fixed service structure at the Kennedy Space Center's Launch Pad 39A, used for rockets like the SpaceX Falcon 9 and NASA's Space Shuttle, stands at roughly 347 feet according to NASA. 3 swing arms provide access to a shuttle stationed on the pad, which is great for astronauts' emergency exits. However, SpaceX had to come up with a newer and bigger concept, since this 347-foot giant would actually be incapable of holding onto the Starlink, since the spacecraft itself stands at nearly 400 feet. This eventually led to the formation of the Mechazilla, which is a major project for SpaceX. Musk announced in December 2020 that the company planned to catch the Super Heavy booster as it returned to Earth using the launch tower's arms. Hearing about this, multiple fans on Twitter made their own renditions in the form of animated videos on how the Mechazilla would complement the rocket, and tweeted them out to Musk. Musk showed great appreciation towards these prototypes and went on to add his own comments on some of the errors he noticed in the videos. The boosters would likely use 2 pins for lifting and catching. Musk noted that maybe it's better to modify grid fins to take more load, suggesting the plans are still in motion. The ship would sport something to flip out from the leeward side of the ship. Musk added that maybe it's part of forward flaps, but probably not. Tank treads on the arms will slide the booster out to line up with the orbital launch pad ready to fly again, were some of the comments he made on Twitter. This plan is a significant shift from SpaceX's previous efforts to reuse rockets. The first stage booster of the semi-reusable Falcon 9 returns to Earth on a land-based launch pad or an autonomous drone ship in the sea. During its descent, the rocket fires its engines to come to a rest on the launch pad. So why not do that only? Because, as Musk indicated on August 13, catching the rocket and ship with the tower eliminates the need for landing legs to support themselves as they return. Legs will be required just for missions landing on Mars or other extraterrestrial landing spots until local infrastructure is established. Of course, this all sounds good on paper for now, but to ensure a smooth landing system where the arms will safely catch an entire rocket in time and not harm its structural design is something that requires major focus on the intricacies. On August 4th, Musk also showed how the Mechazilla would be moving the rockets to the orbital launch pad, and in case of the Starship, it'll also help in its assembling process. If the tower can capture the rocket and transport it back to the launch pad, SpaceX may be able to reuse rockets more quickly than ever before. A Falcon 9 booster's fastest turnaround time from previous flight to reflight is 27 days, and as Musk had said before, he eventually aims at reusing the Starship up to 3 times in one day. So, these are the plans that Elon Musk and SpaceX currently have in mind to ensure a smooth launch of the Starship, and more importantly, a smoother return of the Starship by using the Mechazilla. What are your opinions on SpaceX using giant robotic arms to catch a spacecraft rather than it traditionally landing on its feet? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're there, make sure to drop a like in this video so that more space buffs such as yourself can enjoy our content. And subscribe to our channel to always be up to date with our videos. Take care, and goodbye.